What's going on, everybody? This is Brian Mazique of the Fight Guys. We are powered by Fight TV and presented by Bet Online. We're talking UFC 249. If you want to see the other previews and predictions for this card, look in the right upper right corner of the screen. Click that, and you can see all of the predictions for the card. Let's talk Tony Ferguson, Justin Gaethje. Let's look at these odds. Per Bet Online, Tony Ferguson is a minus 172 favorite for the main event, and Justin Gaethje checks in at plus 147. If you look at them from a physical standpoint, they look just about identical from a height standpoint, but the big difference comes in the reach, the arm length. Tony Ferguson has super long arms. 5'11", 76.5-inch reach to 70 inches for Justin Gaethje. That could really be significant in this fight. I'm finding myself saying that a lot because we got a few matches on this card with really wide disparities in reach, and this one here is no exception. It could be important. It really could be important because this fight has all of the makings of being a firefight. Tony Ferguson has been dealing with so many injuries. This dude has to have the worst luck of anybody, any top level fighter that you ever want to see. This fight is supposed to have been a championship title fight for him against Khabib Nurmagomedov. Khabib, because of COVID-19, can't fly out of Russia, so the UFC wanted to go on with the card. They needed somebody to step up. Justin Gaethje, very much deserving. He's the man stepping up to take this fight. This is a great fight. It really is. But one thing you gotta wonder, it's for an interim lightweight championship, but an interim lightweight championship is something that Tony Ferguson has already won before. You know, it's almost like he's making lateral moves, so to speak. But he's here. He's gonna obviously do the best he can. He doesn't have that fire for Gaethje as you know, as he does like for Nurmagomedov, and I don't know if that'll have a negative impact on him or not. We'll find out. From a stylistic standpoint, Ferguson's just a lot more sound in more areas. He's crazy unorthodox. You never know what type of stuff he's going to do. But from a defensive standpoint, he does eat some shots, but nobody eats shots as frequently as Justin Gaethje. You realize Justin Gaethje gets hit more than 9 times per 15 minutes. He literally absorbs more than 9 strikes every 15 minutes. Now, he does land just a little under 9, so he's giving out some punishment. But when you start to fight some of these super high-level elite fighters like Tony Ferguson, you got to ask yourself, can you really afford to be eating 9 shots every minute in a fight? This fight for me is really going to come down to what style does Tony Ferguson allow Justin Gaethje to dictate to him? Because we already know what Justin Gaethje is going to do. He's going to come forward the full time. He's not going to be hard to hit. He's going to be willing to absorb some shots so that he can get his in, and he's going to try to wear you down to get the victory. That is a peculiar and maybe a troubling approach to fight somebody like Tony Ferguson, because I don't know if I know anybody who has a better gas tank than Tony Ferguson. I mean, from a cardio standpoint, he is just on another level. So I don't know that that Justin Gaethje would ever be able to break him down in that way. If he does break him down, it's going to have to be physically. Tony Ferguson has had some knee problems, and one of Justin Gaethje's top weapons is the leg kicks. So I think that he really needs to incorporate that a lot. But Tony Ferguson is not one to really stand still. He's always trying all different types of them. He'll do rolls to go into a takedown, all of these things. Now, if the fight does go to the ground, Justin Gaethje is a better wrestler than we normally see. He just never uses that. You know, a lot of people don't realize I don't think he's ever attempted a takedown in the UFC period at all. Everything is standing, but he's pretty good at avoiding the takedowns. So he's almost insisting when he's fighting his opponents that this fight is going to be determined on the feet. I really, truly believe this fight can go either way. I can see a scenario where Justin Gaethje wears Tony Ferguson down with leg kicks, not about stamina, but with leg kicks, beats those legs up, maybe compromises a leg, and then ultimately ends up getting a TKO. I can see that. I can even see him landing some massive stuff that gets Tony in trouble and gets the finish. But I can also see Tony just weathering that storm, dealing with that pressure up front, and hurting Gaethje, hurting him again later, then dropping him at some point and getting a submission. I can see Tony Ferguson maybe winning a bloody battle that goes all the way to the third round, and maybe crazy enough to think about it goes the distance. I can see a lot of different scenarios, and I wouldn't call anybody crazy for going either way in this fight. But for me, I'm going to go with the more skilled mixed martial artist, and for me, that is Tony Ferguson. I got him winning this fight. I got him winning this fight by a second round TKO. We've seen Justin Gaethje stopped, so we know that it can happen. Tony Ferguson's on a 12-fight winning streak. He hasn't lost a fight like in 7 years, guys. So it's been an amazing run for him, even though it's been interrupted by some injuries and some other situations. But he is truly an elite mixed martial artist, and so is Gaethje. But I gotta go with Tony Ferguson to get the victory in what could be it could be an epic fight. So you guys let me know in the comment section what you think. Don't forget to subscribe and like this video. I appreciate you watching as always. God bless and peace.